Well, hello YouTube, now we're back with another video, and today I want to show you some high-level gameplay analysis as well as my thought on the current season. So as you can see here, I'm fighting Speedy. I think that Speedy is by far the best Sparking Zero player, like at least on PS5. So whenever I fight him, I always learn a lot, and here as you can see I'm almost dead, so I'm trying to be very careful in my combos, but I think that he's just trying to end me in the flashy way. You see the perception. That's game one for him. And yesterday we had like some good fights and definitely learned a lot. Like of course he put me the bet like I think 10 to 70. So here I'm almost there. I tried to throw that random sweeper, but he's ready for it with the perception. And I managed to get his back, so I'm getting my hope up, but getting the super counter and is in key advantage. So just able to easily finish up the game. And when I notice about Speedy's gameplay, he likes to do a lot of those dragon dash chase as well as perfect smashes, and it's like combining those two is very difficult. And the reason why, so let me show you, like in that game here you see start with the perfect smash, catches me off guard into the key blast follow-up, because he uses a lot of key blast to set up like that smoke screen and make it very difficult to see the animation. So whenever you want to time the vanish, you need to see the animation to time the vanish, but that key blast creates a smoke screen, so it make it impossible to know like what he does next. So as you can see, he uses it again, and here he messed up the ghost dash, but still I'm not able to punish since I wasn't ready for it. And as you can see, a lot of dragon dash chase into key blast, and he tried to get the ghost dash to get my back, and here I get lucky because he goes for that revenge counter. And this season revenge counter is not good because it's very easy to catch it with the changes to perception. So whenever you throw a revenge counter, you have to make sure that your opponent has no skill point. If he even has one, for sure, yeah, 90% chance he's catching it. So I'm able to start my own offensive, but still I'm very low on health, and Speedy get my back, so I get that super counter, that clutch super counter, and I'm able to start again. And here I use a new tech. So it's a Zebra's dash, but I just cancel the animation and keep mashing. And the reason is strong because good players usually don't recover on knockback. So whenever you cancel the Zebra's dash and you start mashing, you will catch them on the second to last or last hit. So it's very good. And here you can see that he's just trying to catch me in the perception. So I use that my advantage and just throw two quick key blasts, and I'm able to finish up the game with that wild sense in that game too. But I need to be very careful using wild sense against Speedy, because he's able to super counter quite consistently. So here I was lucky that he didn't. So now the third game or fourth game against Golden Freezer, and I start matching Vegeta, so I'm in key advantage. But since Speedy has a very good super counter, it just nullifies it and get me into a knockback. And here I was lucky. I think that he tried to go for the super counter, but he wasn't able to get it. But still, he still have like two key bar over me, so I need to be very careful whenever I combo. So I try to copy a little bit of what he does. So one other thing that he likes doing is use a lot of Russian in the first string, and sometimes he catches me off guard because I just expect people to just combo normally like first or the first two string and just use the Russian the second one. But since Speedy has very good super counter, as you can see here, I have no hope to win it. Since he has very good super counter, he just use a lot of Russian like in the first string, so even if you vanishes and you catch his back, for example, he's able to turn the game around like this with those super counters. So here my only hope is to get to sparking and just explode, and I get lucky on that knockback, and I know that he pop wild sense. So here all I need to do just, and I hear he just held perception. So since he has wild sense, the only thing that can save him is vanish that ultimate. But if he can't, I think that I'm winning that game for sure. And I managed to catch him, and I was very lucky because I think that he was like in key advantage, and I think that he tried to super counter, because whenever he plays, like whenever he has the advantage, he just try like new thing, just practice and play around a little bit. So usually whenever I beat him, that's how he goes, like he tried to play a little bit with me and just use that to my advantage and win. But a win is a win. So here the first ranked game of this video. So this season I think that I'm going to main that Gogeta, and the reason being is like I think that Gogeta is one of the best characters this season, like next to Whis maybe. And the reason being, like this season whenever you transform, you get that 5% buff in attack and ki blast as well as supers. So I try to speed run to blue to get that bonus, and the thing with blue, you get that broken barrier that can help you like in a lot of situations. So whenever you use that Gogeta, all you need to do at the beginning, play very slow and just speed run to blue, and whenever you are blue, you can like place a little bit slower to get like some skill point. So whenever they get you in the combo, as long as they don't get your back, you can use that barrier. But against good player, you need to be very careful using that because they're able to vanish it quite consistently. So against a good player, I will only use that barrier if they charge a Russian or just go like for flying kicks, for example. Here I try to get my opponent super counter timing, but I don't manage to do it because I think that he's from France and he's also on Wi-Fi, and here you see like that little lag spike, so his connection is not consistent. So I notice his plays like a lot passive, and with that trash connection, I'm sure that he's going to hit me with a super at any moment, and as you can see, he just throw that super, and by the grace of God, I managed to vanish it and just punish. And here I just need to play slowly to finish the game, and it goes for instant transmission, just sidestep, get his back and finish up the game. So that's the first game of ranked. I think that I like a lot that new season. The only thing that I don't like about this season is getting those 50 points no matter who you fight. I would have liked it to be like maybe you get 50 point minimum if there is at least like 15,000 rank point difference between you and your opponent, because what it means is like to grind the leaderboards, all you need to do is just farm low ranks, because when you beat them you will get point no matter what. So you don't even need to fight like a good player, you just need to fight low ranks and get your point up slowly. So the more time you have to spend on this game, the more likely you will be high rank if you choose to grind the leaderboard. So here I managed to get that Broly quite low, since I managed to get his back quite early, and I'm in blue right now. So all I need to do here, I'm in key advantage, so I just go for knockback. And usually my game plan is like I just do knockback whenever we start the game, but if my opponent get like maybe 1 or 2 super counter in the knockback, I just switch it up to Zebra's dash or Dragon dash follow up. So the thing with Broly, you can never let him to go sparking. Here I managed to be lucky on that, since my opponent chooses to approach me. But usually Broly player, like what they will do if they had 4 Kiba, they will just bait you to attack them, and then they just throw that unblockable. But I was quite lucky that opponent just tried to Zebra's dash. And second game against that Jiren, I don't think Jiren is very good this patch, because they patched the health gain on transformation. So if you are going to use a high DP, I think that there are much better character out there. But here I managed to get my opponent in the back combo as I did that Broly last game, and just bait out the explosive wave and then just transform to blue. And here I'm in key advantage, and I noticed my opponent just block high for no reason because my flying kicks are way late in my combo, so there's no need to block high in neutral against Gogeta blue. So my opponent is almost dead, so all I need to do is bait out the explosive wave and finish up the game quite easily. And that's the last game of rank, and I finish up quite cleanly with the Ki Blast. So this is the end of the video, and thank you very much guys for watching, and let me know in the comment what you would like to see this season. If you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and now out.